So far, no reaction from the Trump White House or a confirmation of this story from the Trump White House. But I can tell you that politically, this will be seen on the outside as a vote of no confidence by the American business community in President Donald Trump. I want to read you some of the names of some of the members of this council that is just disbanding this afternoon. It is headed by Stephen Schwarzman of Blackstone, who is one of the president's closest allies in the business community and who is a proud supporter of President Trump, who has been at the White House several times during the course of the Trump administration. But also on this panel that's disbanding today, Doug McMillon of Walmart, Indra Nooyi of Pepsi, Jim McNerney, the former chairman and CEO of Boeing, Ginny Rometty of IBM, Jack Welch of General Electric. The list goes on and on. Mary Barra of General Motors. This is a high-powered elite group of American business people who are collapsing now and saying that they can't continue to function as an advisory panel to this White House. It can tell you that a person who is familiar with this, a member of the group, has told CNBC that the thinking was it was important to do this as a group today, to disband this council. The quote from the member of the council saying, as a panel, not as individuals, because it would have more significant impact. It makes a central point that it's not going to go forward. It is done. We'll wait and see what the president's reaction to this is. But as you guys were just discussing, the president has reacted angrily to each of the CEOs who has departed his manufacturing council, a separate group so far this week, saying that they are not doing their jobs as Americans, accusing them of being grandstanders. Well, now the president is faced with a much larger group of some of the biggest business names in the country. Each of them will likely have their own particular reasons and explanations for what happened. And we should wait to see what all of these CEOs and all of these companies have to say about what's happened here today. But this is a blow to an administration that has billed itself as a business-friendly administration, to a president who has built himself as a business chief executive who is going to run the country very much like a business. Now the question is, how does he repair his relationship with the business community? No answers to that forthcoming just yet. We'll work and see whether we can get any response, confirmation from the Trump White House here at Trump Tower.
What do we know about the president's schedule for the rest of the day, whether he will ever be in a position where he will take questions, or what do we know about a White House press briefing from the press secretary or others? Are any of those things on the agenda today?
None of those things were contemplated today. Of course, as we saw yesterday, that can change with almost no notice. The president was scheduled to be here at Trump Tower until 2 p.m., then go to Bedminster, New Jersey, where he has a golf course and a golf resort to continue this working vacation that he has been on. No schedule for a White House press briefing, and no opportunity was on the official schedule to see President Trump on camera today. He's expected to sign a piece of legislation later on today in New Jersey, but we were not necessarily going to see that on camera. That may change. The president might feel he wants to respond to this. The White House might feel they want to respond to this. I can't imagine anybody other than the president from this White House coming out to talk about this issue right now. I think they will want, if anybody speaks at all about this, it'll be the president. So first, I think everybody in the business community and in the journalistic community is going to monitor the president's Twitter feed, where he often reacts very quickly to these developments. And then second, we'll be waiting to see any indication that the president wants to speak to the nation about any of this or make any comments about any of this. But so far, no confirmation, even from a White House official that I just spoke to a few moments ago. They seemed unaware that this was happening, but they might just not have gotten the word yet because that conference call was ongoing until just a few minutes ago.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.